to be watching this show. I saw the preview like a couple months ago or like last month, and then last night it just like flooded my timeline. The algorithm just like brought it on. I'm like, okay, let me go watch it. I got HBO Max. Let me go see what TLC's talking about. This show, I am so embarrassed to be watching this show because it's just like, what is going on? Anyways, this is the Dare Show podcast. Let's talk about this. So Bella and Hunter, they are. I am so uncomfortable with the thought of a 13-year-old parent. Like that makes me so uncomfortable. And I'm thinking like when I was in school, when I was in high school, the parents. I think there was like when I was like a June, senior, what's it, freshman, sophomore. When I was like a sophomore, freshman, I might have seen um, a couple of teen moms, but I can't imagine like. And then those teen moms, they were. It was like towards they were having their babies towards the middle of the year, or towards towards like the middle-ish of the year, and they were like a little bit up higher. Maybe we had like one when I was like a freshman sophomore. So that's what like 14, 15. But the rest of them, if there were any, that many, they were like higher up. They were like, like a junior, senior ish. Um, so it just, and like even hearing about like Aretha Franklin, she being a very young mother, that was like the first time I like really like, oh, that's weird. But to be 13 and to be a father, not only, okay, the dynamic is crazy because not only is she's 15. Yeah, she's 15. Bella is 15 and he's 13. So that's a different dynamic to even think about on its own. And the crazy thing about them, when she, okay, I'm just gonna say crazy things. When she said, oh, they were having a discussion about school because quote unquote Hunter is an intelligent kid, and the only reason why he's failing school is because he's not going to school. So his mom came up to Bella's house one day while they're filming, and she's like, I just came from the school and they gave me all the list of the report cards and you're failing all of the classes. And that's the other thing, like I didn't know this was like a thing now of kids not going to school. So not only are you not going to school, you're having a baby also. But it's not like you're taking care of the baby. It's not like you're prepping for the baby. It's not like you're working. You're just not going to school. It is, and then I'm just like, how do these kids just not go to school? Not to sound like an old person, because I'm not that old. But I was like, what, fifth, oh, it's over 10 years. Like, okay, maybe 15 years ago when I was in school, we had to go to school, and it's just like we weren't going anywhere else. That like I don't. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to school and then like ditching school or not or getting off of the bus or acting like I'm going to school and I'm not. I just don't understand what. I guess they're just staying at home. Is that what's going on with the kids these days? um, no, it was more than 15. It was less than 15 years ago. Because 15 years ago, I'll be like 16. So, what was I saying? So he's like, he's not going to school. She comes up there, and I'm just like, that's not the only reason why he's going to. That's the only reason why he's failing these classes. So then she's like, Bella is panicking because she's like, um, he's not going if he doesn't. Oh, he was about to flunk the eighth grade. Is that how old you are in 13? No, 13, 14, 15. Okay, maybe the eighth, seventh, or eighth grade. Yeah, because I think she's already in high school. But yeah. She's already in high school. Oh no. I don't know. He's about to fail the grade, but she was too worried about not, oh, you need to like really get your stuff together, sir. Not you need to go to school. Not need you to focus. She's worried about going to prom. If he flunks, he won't be able to go to. He won't be able to go to prom with her. And so, and then it was like the freshmen are not allowed to go to uh, the senior prom or the junior prom. And I'm just like, you're worrying about prom when you got a whole baby coming? Like, be serious. Like, and it was just like, a lot of these parents are like, I can't fault the children because they're actually teenagers and they're children and their brains have not developed, but they're having these babies. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is so terrifying to watch. But I'm just like, the parents, they come off so ignorant also and then delusional also because in this recent episode, Bella's mom is like, Bella and Hunter, Bella wants to break it off with Hunter because Hunter's not being supportive. He's not coming to the ultrasounds. He's not doing pretty much anything. And so she like ultimately wants to break up with him. He keeps flaking on her. And Bella's mom is always taking Hunter's side in the things. That's how Bella feels. So Bella is just like, why? She has this heart to heart with her mother. Like, what the F is going on? Why do you keep doing this? And she's just like, Bella's mom's reasoning is she doesn't want them to break up, quote unquote, break up. By the way, they live literally across the street from each other. So I'm just like, Lord Jesus, Lord have mercy. She's just like, I want, wait, side note. Also, Bella told us this episode, Hunter still wants to have sex with her, even though she's like, thicker and pregnant. And I'm just like, this dude wants to keep having sex with you, but doesn't want to go to the ultrasound with you. And then, like, it's just like you realize, oh, even the men children with no guidance, they're still all effed up and still kind of like the adult men. It's so creepy. It's so freaky to watch. Okay, so back to the mom. So the mom is like, if you guys break up, you're going to be breaking up two families that love each other. And then my grandchild, he's going to be coming from a broken home. The way I screamed watching this show like 10 minutes ago was crazy. Because I'm just like, what do you mean? You guys are ass adults. These are teenagers with no jobs. And I feel like maybe some of the parents they're gonna take care of, the grandbaby and don't worry about the grandbaby financially. But I'm just like, it's so weird to watch these people say these things and how their feelings come out. Like these are actual adults and not teenagers failing high school. What else happened with them? I don't think anything else happened with Bella and besides Hunter, his dad has pretty much abandoned him. That pissed me off. Well, it would have pissed me off. We're driving to go see him. Hunter and his family, Hunter and his mom and his stepson and the stepson, his stepbrother, they're coming or half brother. Man, what's the step? They're driving to take Hunter to go see his dad, and she's like, "Call your dad and tell him we're coming" or something. And I didn't really get the conversation because I wasn't paying attention, but it was something like he didn't know it or just come on or because we're grilling, whatever. It was so like nonchalant, like slash I don't really want to deal with you guys, deal with you. And then Hunter revealed that his dad, the last conversation that they had in person, was that he's ruining his life, and he pretty much is having a baby at 13. But it's just like, oh my God, the abandonment of the families. And these are the conservative states with conservative values and these Christian values, but you're abandoning your children. Oh, and then we find out Bella's mom, Bella's sister is 19 and she's pregnant. Oh, I'm just like, why y'all wait till the episode 5 to tell us this mess? I can't. I just. Okay, they aren't too bad. The mom is funny. What's her name? She's on here. Mama G. She's funny. She's loving. She's warm. She is it helps when somebody's funny slash loving in the family and the whole family isn't like Debbie Downing the situation. Well, not Debbie Downing, but like so taken over by the situation that there's no humor, yada yada yada. Even though this shit is not funny. Mama G is funny. Amaya and Jose. I'm trying to think. That baby name was crazy. Like I don't think they have too much going on. Besides now, the baby's here. That was funny. She's funny. Amaya's funny too. Um, the baby is born, and they're like at the house. And Jose, I was screamed at this part. Jose ends up moving in with Amaya and Mama G, and I'm just like, what? Because his mom is moving across town, and I'm just like, are y'all continuing school? Are you dropping out of school and maybe getting your GED later on? Are you working? But then, aren't there like child laws? Like, you can't work so much as a 16-year-old? I don't know. That comes into play also. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's just like it's crazy, and then you just like feel so bad. Like, thank God this is not me or nobody that I know. You're in these like situations with like these adult situations where taking care of a child is a huge responsibility. But I don't know. I don't. They're like funny and easy to get through. It's not too dramatic. Besides, like I said, him moving in is crazy. Him yelling at her while they were like not yelling, but like being like a coach, like a 16-year-old coach, coaching her to get through that childbirth was crazy. Her wig is even crazier. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we can move on from them. Mia and Jesse. Jesse's an asshole. The way Jesse was talking to his mom, the way Jesse talks about situations, he's an asshole. And I'm just like, girl. She, I think they're trauma. I think this is the couple that's trauma bonding. Am I missing a couple? Or am I missing a cast member? Are we? I think this is it. Um, I believe they're trauma bonding because his dad isn't in the picture. Her mom is not in the picture. She's way more advanced, independent. Like in this episode, her mom, we finally meet her mom, and her mom is like not in her life. This was what confused me because she said her mom isn't in her life. They don't talk a lot, but her mom, when they were getting ready for the baby shower, her mom gets jealous that Jesse's mom is contributing more. And I'm just like, these entitled people are too entitled for me. Because then we have Jesse in this episode Jesse and Jesse's mom and Mia's mom finally meet after like, you know, her ditching and dodging the situation. And they're talking about who's gonna be in the delivery room. And Mia's mom is like, there's no question who's going to be in the living room. This is a silly conversation. And I'm like, I know you don't think it's you, because you ain't been around, sister. And Mia low key was saying, yeah, you might want to take a little dip off your chip because you're probably not going to be the one in the delivery room, ma'am. You're barely here for me. And she's like, Mia's mom is like, she's very independent. Mia is very independent, and I wish she needed me more. And I'm just like, well, from the story Mia and her dad has been telling us, you can't be relied on. You can barely get here on time, and you can barely, take up. Mia has her own job. Mia is saving up money. That 900, 870 something dollar. Uh, party was a little, shaky, but like she said, she got her own money. She can do what she wants. True, true, true. Kudos to you, Mia. But like Mia does seem very wiser, independent, older. Wait, her dad. What pissed me off about what I was feeling, I think we all went on that roller coaster with her dad when he was like, I feel so bad because, I'm a single dad. I just need her to remind me stuff. And I meant to get her the birth control, but she didn't, give it to me. I mean, she didn't remind me. And so then Mia was like, revealed that Jesse took the condom off. And that's when Mia's dad just lost it. And I was like, yeah, it's downhill from here. Um, I don't know why Jesse and Mia want Jesse to move in or why they think that's a good idea. You know, I think if Mia's father. Oh, wait, go back to the condom. So then Jesse's mother is talking to us. And she's in her confessionals and saying that she feels she's pissed at Mia's dad for allowing Mia to go without birth control. And I'm like, girl, you don't even know half the story. Because that's not even what happened. Well, I mean, it's what happened. But he took the condom off. And she's like, where are the condoms that you gave me, that I gave you? I gave you 3 sets of condoms. And Jesse's like, I was playing water balloon fights with them. And the other one I took off. So oh my God. My God today. My God today. Who's gonna raise the children? Because I'm not raising children. What else happened with them? Oh, I don't understand. I think if a woman was in the house with Mia and her dad, maybe they wouldn't have the need to have Jesse or feel the need to have Jesse move in with Mia. Oh, go back to them. They do. So Amaya's mom, Mama G, gives Jose rules, and he's like, "You sleep on the couch. You need to get a job. Yada yada." And so Amaya was like, "If my mom kicks him out, I'm gonna be pissed with her." And I'm like, "Whose house is this?" And I'm just like, same with these. Oh no, Amaya, Jose, and Mia and Jesse, they come off like they want to play house, play fake family, play family with each other in the parents' house. And I'm like, that's totally not acceptable. That's totally ridiculous. Like, you live here, but this is not your house. I mean, I guess because they're kids, it is their house. Too much for me. It's really too much for me because I'm just like, there's no way. I'm just like, y'all are crazy. So, anyways, Mia and Jesse, I don't think it's appropriate for Jesse to move in, no matter under what circumstance. Yeah, he probably needs to like come over during the daytime and then at night go home. because his dad is not comfortable with that, and I totally understand. Also, like, why would you be needing to move in? Why would you need to be over here with us? Y'all need to move out. Oh, and I think that's what Jesse, Mia's dad, also feels like. If you want to do this with Jesse, you need to move out, and I agree. Anything else? Or the dad, the crazy, and then his mom is just like, I don't understand. I don't know where exactly we are with some of these people and their reaction because I don't know if I'm mad that she's so nonchalant about it and just like she has 6 kids and now she has a grandchild coming. It's so weird. It's so weird. So last but not least, Isabella and Bryce. Now they're both of age. I think they're both 18. I did not understand why Isabella's mom, who has a criminal background, 5 kids with no men around, is trying to give Bryce advice and tell Bryce what to do in terms of this baby. She's out of order. She has no credible background to be telling him he needs to get a job no matter what job it is. I kind of agree. Yeah, you probably do need it. Yeah, you need to get a job. But I think ultimately these two they keep arguing back and forth. He's cheating, he wants to cheat. Um she's tired of him and what he's been putting her through, yada yada yada. But then we get like his background, his mom all of a sudden shows up and is in the mix with things, which I find so weird. His mom is just like coming in, chilling, having a say, and I'm just like, he was another one of the like, my mother's not around. My mother went to jail, or she's been out of jail, or something like that. So he's been like being raised by his grandparents, which are a whole nother story. Now they're in southern Louisiana. That's all I'll say. Um, I think it's weird that you know what when Bryce told her when Bryce's mom told him he needs to get a job, Bryce punched back. Well, Isabella needs to get a job too. True, she's 18. Who's gonna watch the kid? She considers taking care of her 5-year old sister a job, and I'm like, girl, you're not getting paid to be a housewife. You're 18 with no husband to be housewifing. So I'm just like, or no money coming in to be housewifing. So it's just like, I feel like that situation is a little warped reality, or it's just their reality that we're just being exposed to. Bryce's grandparents spoiled him, and I feel like that's why he doesn't need to get a job. I feel like they were like, um, when Isabella came over, nasty as hell. She was so nasty to them folk. And I'm just like, what are we missing? Because she was just so nasty with the answers. And Lord, at first I thought she was like 11. And I'm like, oh my God, now I'm really uncomfortable watching this show. But she's not. She's 18. Thank God, Lord Jesus. Um, him being spoiled by his grandparents, I think contributes to him not needing to get a job, or he thinks he doesn't need to get a job, which I'm like, okay, cool. If the grandparents are going to take care of the grandkid, excuse me, let that be. They need to explain that so she can stop, being so nasty and rude to these people. But then you hear how the grandfather's talking about her mother. It's like, what's going on here? Y'all are doing way too much. She wants to break up with him, but she's not going to break up with him, or she's not making that clear for whatever reason. I don't understand why. Like, if you don't want to be with him, you don't have to be with him. Making it like, but then I guess this is just like the immaturity of being an 18-year-old teen mom. Like, that's what that is. That has to be what that is. Um, what else happened with them? He needs to get a job. She's just so unhappy with him. The mother comes in out of nowhere. Yeah, I think she just needs to break up with him and just move on. Because I'm just like, this is ridiculous to keep arguing back and forth with him. And then now you got your parents involved. Now you got her parents involved. They're having to sit down. They've been previewing to sit down the whole episode. I guess we'll see in next episode. I think she had something to tell her mom. We didn't see that yet. But they just need to let it go. I don't even know. Like I said, it's just fascinating watching these delusional people say delusional things, and it's just fascinating watching these guys not have any like real guidance, and then also having like pressure on them, like the 13-year-old dude. Another thing, she's just like, he needs to step up and be a man, and he needs to step up and be here for me. But it's just like 13. He's probably depressed with his dad. He's not going to school. He's failing. He has a kid. He's only good at basketball. So it's just like, what's really going on? And you're like living in the middle of nowhere. All these conservative states have like these like crazy TLC. They know how to exploit. They know how to show some people. They know where to go to find the drama and the craziness. This is the Dead Show podcast. I'm so embarrassed to be talking about this, but maybe I'll be back. Maybe I won't. I just had to like get this out of my system because like this show is actually crazy.